Hello guys, welcome to my channel DIY Repair Now. Today we're going to be working on a Whirlpool washer. The model number is on the display. And the problem that we have. Welcome to DIY Repair Now. Read all the warnings, and during this video you will see one or more of these icons to help you do this repair safe. This washer is the drum is tilted, and it looks like we have a broken shock. Now this washing machine brings 4 shocks, and in this case it comes in a part of 4 shocks, so we're going to go ahead and replace all 4 shocks today, and we're going to begin to do this repair right now. As you see, it's not even bouncing at all because one of the shocks is on the floor. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the 3 screws that hold the top panel. There's 2 screws that hold the top panel, and the third one it holds a cover that covers the pressure tube and wiring. Now we're just going to go ahead and lift this back. So as you saw, that lid, you have to secure it with some tape, otherwise it's just going to slam on you. As you see, this shock came out of here, and it looks like they were already bad because all the top ring is all cracked and broken. Now we're going to go ahead and secure the door of the washer, the lid. We're going to go ahead and put some tape, that way it doesn't slam on us again. Now you got to make sure those 2 male to female clamps are in place, that way the door sits correctly, otherwise it's just going to go off track. In this case, what I do, I use a flathead screwdriver to be able to remove this piece, because the bottom part over here is very sharp. So if you try to push it with your finger, you might end up cutting yourself. All these edges are very sharp, so you need to wear gloves to protect yourself. And like somebody told me on the comments, go ahead and wear like a long sleeve shirt to prevent from scratching yourself and cut yourself in this sharp edges. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and replace the 2 on the front and then the 2 in the back. That's the way I do it. Depends on my space. Sometimes I decide to do it the 2 on the right and then the 2 on the left, but in this case I'm gonna go ahead and do, because of my space, I only allow to go forward and back, front and back. So I'm gonna go ahead to do the ones on the front first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the ones on the back. I was gonna order this piece new, but they didn't have it in stock. So what I'm gonna do, until I get the new piece, I'm gonna go ahead and put some either duct tape or silver tape to prevent this area from leaking when it's on the spin cycle. But again, if you got more space on the sides, then go ahead and do the 2 on the right first, and then the 2 on the left. I mean the 2 on the left and then the 2 on the right, because you will be able to tilt it. In this case, as you see my space, I'm allowed to move it to the front and then move it to the back, so I decide to do the ones on the front first and then the ones on the back afterwards. So to do this repair, you're gonna need some vice grips, which is this one, and you need to make sure you adjust it enough, that way it doesn't come loose when you're doing this repair, because if it comes loose and then it goes off and you hit yourself here, you're gonna cut yourself right over here. So again, it happens to me. You grab it, you lift it, you pull it out, and you get it out. That's the way you do it. Then again, when you're gonna go ahead and release this, when it goes off, you might end up cutting yourself here. That's the reason why I said go ahead and wear a jacket or a long sleeve, because I do this every day and sometimes I end up cutting myself. So you can imagine, if you don't do this for a living, the chances of cutting yourself and hurt yourself, it's even more. So this one was already broken, so I don't have to do this part on this side. But 90% of the time, this repair is gonna apply to the machine if it's rocking, or if it's walking around, or if it's banging on the sides. You can see of sides of banging on the front and some on the side. When you see these little bumps on the front, that means the machine needs the shocks. When it gets to this point, the machine, it looks like, and it really needs these shocks for a really long time, but they decided to keep working the machine this way, and this is the reason why it's like this. I'm gonna go ahead and order this part, and it's gonna come later on, but today we're just gonna go ahead and do the shocks. Gotta make sure the tape is doing the job. Because if this comes loose, and then it can bounce on you. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and tilt it back. Just go ahead and make sure you disconnect your appliance and make sure the water valve is in the closed position. Now what we're gonna do is tilt it back to be able to remove the old shocks. But you gotta make sure it doesn't hit your water valve. Some people, they remove the water hoses, get the machine out. I'm trying to do this repair as simple as I can. So it's a little round piece over here that needs to come through there. Sometimes it might get stuck in here, so make sure it goes through the hole, and then you can get it out. Now what you're gonna do, this is the new part. There's the part number. And we're gonna open the shocks. Someone was asking me what is the size of wear. As you can see, there's really no way to tell which one. It's bad. There's really no size of wetness. It's just that the spring gets weak. This one got a lot of tension. This one, as you see, I'm doing the same torque, the same force to it, and you can tell this one's already weak. This would be the only way you would determine if you're, once you get it out, which ones are good and which ones are not. Now, go ahead and put the two old ones on the side. And this is the two new ones. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put it through this hole. And this little round piece is gonna make it hold it in place while you do the rest. There you have it. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and install these parts. As you see, these two pieces are a little different. I'm gonna do a little demonstrations why these two parts, the new one is different than the old one. So on this one, when you're gonna put it in, you go like this, and then you just look for a spot. This is how it goes. This is with the old piece. Put it in, boom, done. With the new one, as you see, it has this little piece here, or grabber, or whatever you want to call it, and then you have to go like this. Once you got it through the hole, you go here, and then like this. Look at the difference. On the other one, you just go here and it goes in. This one, you can't. You have to go like right here, and then boom. Again, demonstration. This one, you just go like this, and then it goes to the spot. On the new one, you cannot go straight. You have to put this piece right here first, and then go like this, and just look for the right spot. This is really basic stuff that you got to learn about the new shocks. Okay, now we have a new little plastic thing right there. What you're going to do is you're gonna, okay, just to let you know, I put this tape temporary until I get this round piece. Got the two on the front already done. I'm gonna do the two on the back, and this is what I meant. You see, now feel tension here, but normally when you push the top down and it bounces more than once, that is the sign of the back shock. Now I feel tension here, but I don't feel any tension in the back, and that's why it's bouncing more in the back. So we're gonna replace the two on the back, and we're gonna do the same test again. Boom, up, put it away, and down. You gotta be careful with all this. It's ruining all my clothes. So you guys gotta make sure, because your clothes are gonna keep getting stuck and all this, you can scratch yourself. Always remember about the sharp edges. Keep them close for when you need them. Go ahead and set this. These clips have to go to the ring and they will clip in. Boom. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the two shocks and the back out. Always trying to lean the washer in something or have somebody to help you lean the washer towards the back or the front. In this case, to be able to get to the ones in the back, remove the old ones and put the new ones where we'll have to take this way. You want to do the same procedure of the ones you did to the front. Same thing. You're gonna get put it in place. You have to work with your space. You see? There you go. Out and in. Okay. Now, you want to do, this might go stuck again, remember, forward, a little bit up, back. Now we got the two on the back end. You just got to put these pieces in and we should be good to go. Just work your way around like this. Put it through the hole. Remember what I show you. Get it in. Look for the perfect spot. Boom. Remember, if this piece is not in right, goes off, cut yourself right over here. You need to wear gloves, long sleeves. Now we're gonna do the test. After the fork shocks are being replaced, it's not supposed to bounce more than one. As you see, it doesn't bounce more than one. Shocks are good. Now we're just gonna go ahead and put everything back together. Remove the tape. To put this piece again, you're gonna go down on the hook, then forward towards you, then this piece gets underneath, then it locks in. Now the 3 screws that goes in the back are the one holds this piece from coming loose towards you again and come right off. So we're gonna go ahead and secure the screws in the back. As you see, this will hold it in place to prevent from going towards the front. There you go. Now we're just gonna put the cover. This piece, what really does is protects the tubes and the wiring. Put it right there, then the screw right here. Now this piece, I just remove it just to check underneath here, because this piece, this part has been completely on the floor. But you don't really have to remove this piece. In fact, I cut myself trying to get it out just because I wanted to see it through there. And we should be good to go. Go ahead and open your water valve. Again, if you need to lean the washer all the way to the floor, go ahead and close your water valve, remove your water hoses. I try to do as simple as I can. It looks like this water valve has been leaking, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it to prevent this valve from leaking again. Go ahead and the way you do this test is go ahead and go towards left all the way around, put it at 9 o'clock position, 9 o'clock in the morning, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4 back, 1 to the front. You got to do it quick. I'm gonna do it slow again, the way you guys see. 1, 2, 3, and then go 4 back, and then 5 towards the front again. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we on test mode. This is just to get the mode. If you go one more to the right, that's to do an automatic test. If you press play, it's gonna go ahead and do filling water test, hot water, cold water, drain pump, agitation, and then it's gonna go ahead and do the spin. Now when you put it on automatic, it only do a couple seconds of each testing. So let's say if it only agitates a little bit of time, and it only go to the spin for like 2 or 3 seconds, so it doesn't really test. What you want to do is go to the menu. Remember, this is where the light you turn on in test mode, automatic. I'm sorry, the second one is the one that's in automatic, not the first one. The first one I can't remember what this was, but the second one is everything automatic, and then the third one is everything manual. Like you can test everything manually, step by step. Now after you do that, you go, after you're on the test mode, you go to the third setting, and then you're on manual test mode. I'm gonna go ahead and do it once again for you guys. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Test mode. 1, 2, automatic test mode. 3, manual test mode. Now if I press play, now I'm on manual test mode. The first thing is test the lock. Now you're testing the lock. If this light starts to flashing continuously, that means you got a problem with your lock. It's solid, so we're good. Now we're testing cold water. That means the cold water side is fine. Now we're gonna test hot water. You can hear water, so that means hot water valve is fine. Now over here we got nothing, so they're just gonna flash, because that setting, it doesn't occur to this model. When it flash like that, that means that setting, it doesn't occur, it doesn't apply to this model. Nothing again, nothing again. Now over here is the drain pump. If it's not draining any water after you put some water with your water valve test, that means something is wrong with your water valve. Now we're gonna go ahead and stop. We go one more, we got nothing. Now the next two settings, this would be a slow spin, fast spin, low agitation, high agitation. So what I do is I just count low spin, high spin, low agitation, high agitation, and I go to high agitation. Why? Because if you go to the spins first, you have to wait until the drum stops spinning to be able to go to the next setting. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a long process because it will not let you go to the next setting until the drum stops spinning, and that can take a little while. So I want to go ahead and do this test kind of quick. So I jump from drain, nothing, low spin, high spin, low agitation, high agitation, and now you're going to be able to hear. Now the shift is changing his position from agitation to from spin to agitation. Now you hear the high agitation. I'm gonna stop there. Low agitation. This would be high spin. This would be low spin. So we just want to check if this the shift. We're just going to check if the shift will change from agitation to spin, and that should be the end of our test. Now you can hear some clicking sounds. That means the shift is changing his position from agitation to spin. As you can see, we are already on spin. Now what you want to do to get out of all this is just press pause and then hold 3 seconds to cancel. This is applied to anything that you're doing with the machine. So you're just going to hold this button, hold it for 3 seconds to cancel, but the washer is not going to unlock the door until the drum stops spinning, because it's protecting you or children or anybody that's trying to open this door while it's spinning, because it spins to a high RPMs. That means it's really fast and it can literally break your arm. So this is a safety issue. When it finishes spinning, it's gonna unlock the door because you already pressed this button to cancel the cycle and cancel the test mode. At this point, we're just waiting the door to be unlocked. That way we're finished with this test. All this means that the drum is still spinning. Now it stops spinning. You're good to go. See? No more bouncing. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, if this video helped you in any way, you can show us appreciation by giving us a tip using the following options that you see on the screen. If you cannot provide with a tip, is another way to support this channel by just dropping off a comment in the comment section down below. Subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the bell to receive notifications. Thanks for watching.